What's going on, guys? It's Filming Things here, and as you see, we're back with another video. And as you know, I'm back on my YouTube grind, so I'm kind of late to these things, but this is another thing I really wanted to talk about. And today we are talking about the Snyder Cut. Yes, guys, if you guys haven't heard already or have been living under a rock, the Snyder Cut is happening, and it's very hype. It's gonna come to HBO Max in 2021. And yeah, it's finally happening. As you guys know, right as Justice League came out and the information of Joss Whedon taking over to direct, and how he reshot like more than 60 to 70% of the film, ever since that movie came out, basically directed by Joss Whedon, not Zack Snyder, the Snyder Cut movement started, okay? And this was huge on Twitter, especially Twitter, and I haven't been the biggest fan of it, but I always supported it. I never got toxic, or because I know at certain points it got really toxic, and I know mad people were getting mad about it not coming out. But yeah, I always supported it. I always thought the director who originally directed it should complete his vision, because yeah, regardless if Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman did good or not, personally, I'm not gonna lie, I love those movies, but that's just my opinion. Whether they did good or not, critically and box office wise, a director should get the opportunity to finish his vision. And what Warner Brothers did with Justice League and how they hired Joss Whedon to finish and mess up the whole movie, in my opinion, I thought that was very unfair to Zack Snyder, because as you guys know, he had to step down due to a family tragedy. And yeah, so instead of giving him time, instead of being yeah, we can delay the movie to give you some more time to clean it up, nah, they just hired Joss Whedon, and the rest is history. We saw how poor it did at the box office, how poor it did critically, and yeah, so ever since then, on a certain day, I kind of forgot the date, Zack Snyder was having a live watch of Man of Steel, and Henry Cavill came on, and as soon as Henry Cavill came on, bro, I'm telling you, I knew it was happening, okay? Because as we know, Henry Cavill and basically all of the cast of Justice League has been very vocal and very supportive about the Snyder Cut, which is very exciting. So yeah, guys, that day he announced that the Snyder Cut is happening. It's going to premiere on HBO Max in 2021. And even though you guys probably know a lot about it, since I'm getting back into this YouTube grind, let me tell you what we should expect in Zack Snyder's Snyder Cut.
What's that?
I reckon you should show it.
I think that, I don't have I can't show the movie right now, because it's still a little bit to do. But there is this. I have this. I don't know if this is helpful. See that?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my
Wow.
god! Oh my god!
Is this stereo?
Very nice. Yeah. Get the hell out of here! Oh my god!
So as you guys know, the original cut of Justice League, that Zack Snyder directed, not after Joss Whedon came on board, was actually around 4.5 hours long. And as you guys know, what Warner Brothers did, and man, I feel so bad for Justice League, but what Warner Brothers did is that they brought on Joss Whedon, which I know I already said before, but then they also forced him to make the movie within 2 hours. It had to be a 2-hour movie, which was terrible, in my opinion. That's such a bad mandate, but there was something going on with Warner Brothers at the time. The movie needed to be just 2 hours or less than that. So as we know, Zack Snyder has around 4.5 hours of footage that obviously needs effects, needs finished effects, and needs to be tweaked and edited and stuff. But he has that footage, and Zack Snyder is ready to start editing it, ready to start putting it together, maybe get some reshoots going, so the scenes can make sense. And again, I feel like what Warner Brothers is doing right now, which is giving Zack what he needs, and I think that's good, because again, they're letting him finish his vision, which is very, very good. So yeah, he has around that. And as you guys know, Whedon, when he came on, he added about 80 pages to the script and cut out a lot. So it's not good, bro. Again, yeah. So since it's launching on HBO Max, there's a new platform basically of showing the movie, right? It's not going to be released in theaters, but I feel like what they might do, and what's been rumored, is that since it's 4.5 hours long and Zack Snyder doesn't really intend on making it any shorter, he really wants his vision to be seen for everyone, I think what they might do is they might cut the movie into like 6 35-minute episodes or something like that, like a quick mini series, right? Like something like The Mandalorian is doing. And yeah, it's very exciting. And even as a mini series, I feel like as long as Zack Snyder gets to do what he wants to do, it's hype, because then he finishes the movie, blah blah blah. And there's also some rumors going around that it might just be 1 4 3 hour long movie, which I'm fine with too. It's basically whatever Zack Snyder does. But guys, expect it to be a mini series and expect it to be released weekly, each episode, when it drops on HBO Max in 2021. Another thing that's going on, guys, is that Warner Brothers is actually intending to give Zack Snyder around $20 to $30 million. Yes, $1 million to help him finish this movie, which is amazing, because we know that some actors need to return, and a lot of the VFX need to like get finished, and that should be amazing for the movie. And basically, that is basically all we know about Zack Snyder's Snyder Cut right now. Again, it's a very exciting time. I'm very excited for the Snyder Cut. And yeah, guys, I think what this can do, and since the Zack Snyder movement, like the Release the Snyder Cut movement, has been so pushed on, like now the only things as fans, like, yeah, we got it, right? Like we worked for the Snyder Cut. Like we really pushed it and we got their acceptance. We can't stop now, guys. Like, trust me, like, now we have to support the Snyder Cut, okay? Because, listen, as fans, we really got to get HBO Max now, and we got to watch it. Because companies do not do this often, okay? We got to keep that in mind. Companies would never... There are some companies that won't even look back. They'll just think about it as a failed project, and they'll keep going forward. HBO, thank God we got to HBO, okay? But thank God, like, they look back on it, and they're like, yeah, maybe we didn't give him the chance that he needed, and maybe all these people really want it. And obviously, they saw the marketing, they saw the money in it to put it on HBO Max, and they saw the pre-orders go up right as they announced it. But yeah, they saw the money in it, but they also are giving Zack Snyder a chance, which is good, because a lot of studios, a lot of companies, they don't do this, guys. So now I feel like as fans, we just got to keep the momentum going, right? We got to make sure that we support this in any way possible. We got to like watch it on HBO Max. Do not torrent it, because guys, if they see that the numbers do not perform well, other studios, not just HBO, but other studios like Fox, like Marvel, are looking at this, right? They're going to see how it does, right? And if they see it doesn't do well, then a lot of those studios will not do this. They will not go back on other directors' visions to help them finish it. They will not do what HBO is doing right now. So guys, we gotta watch the Snyder Cut on HBO Max. We gotta support it in any way we can. And yeah, this is a very rare moment in film history, and I'm very excited. And yeah, guys, if you guys ever want me to talk about any other DC movies or Marvel movies or any movies in general, leave it down in the comments below. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, it wasn't anything too big, just more of an exciting Snyder Cut thing is happening video. And yeah, guys, it's been Filming Things. Peace.